1000 Sisters star Amy Slayton has a brand new man, and as usual, she thinks she'll have a fairy tale ending. Maybe that's not realistic. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. 1000 Sisters star Amy Slayton is hot and heavy with a new flame, Brian Scott Levorn, and her half-sister Amanda Halterman thinks she's moving way too fast. I'm inclined to agree. I like Amy and all the show's cast members. As I've been watching the new season, and it's only one episode in, I've been thinking about how far everyone's come. The Slayton family members have had so many obstacles to overcome. Amy and Tammy Slayton, raised by a cold mother, Darlene Rednor, who was often absent from the home, had to learn how to take care of themselves on their own. The bad eating habits they developed contributed to their weight problems, and Tammy's health issues were so serious that her life was once at risk. As they've changed their bodies, the sisters have played the game of love, which is always a gamble. As Tammy hides a relationship on screen, and Amy tries again with Brian, tensions are rising. Amanda's worried about Amy's romance with Brian. Chris Combs, who is a level-headed man who can occasionally be a bit too judgmental, said Amy's moving extremely way too fast with Brian. Amanda definitely agrees. She didn't mince words when she gave Amy some advice. Amy's all aflutter with love for Brian, conveniently forgetting about the considerable romantic woes in her not-so-distant past. There was an unfulfilling union with Michael Halterman, who tried to exert an odd level of control over his wife, even hanging on to her debit card, so that she had to ask him if she could use it. In light of Michael's vice grip on the mother of his children, Amy did the right thing, leaving the man whose presence probably seemed a bit suffocating at times. Then she moved on with someone else, a man named Kevin who disappointed her. When he did, she turned on him, showing a bit of a dark side. Breakups aren't the end of the world as we know it, but in the sensitive and passionate Scorpio woman Amy's life, they feel like life or death. Amy was angry after her marriage ended, and when she and Kevin hit turbulence, she showed the same kind of bitterness. With Michael, she was sad and mad, and everything in between, everything but happy. That was too bad as she had a couple of children under 2 years old. They should have brought her a lot of joy. Instead, she was exhausted and tearful most of the time. Amy later found out that she had undiagnosed mental illnesses, a trio of them. Amy had bipolar disorder, and she also lived with acute anxiety disorder and depression. She got help for her issues, showing a lot of bravery, and embarked on a new romance with her love interest, Kevin. As usual, she started off strong, believing in the fairy tale all over again. However, Kevin let her down, and she began to leave a series of barely cryptic posts on her social media accounts. Amy got cryptic. In Amy's Instagram post, as shown above, she talked about attracting weirdos. This post came on the heels of chatter that she'd split with Kevin, which was later confirmed. Amy didn't seem happy in the post above. While it had a bit of a light-hearted tone, it was clear that there was a dark undercurrent. Quite likely, Amy was harboring resentment towards Kevin because he hadn't lived up to her very high expectations. She posted these words as seen above. Now, we haven't heard Kevin's side, but before, while Amy was still with Kevin, she seemed to have fallen hook, line, and sinker for the man. He posed with her babies, and it seemed like she'd found her forever match. Amy just didn't wait long enough to assess the character of her partner. As they got to know each other better, problems emerged. He probably wasn't as committed to the relationship as she wanted him to be. Now, there's Brian. Again, she's talking him up, making him sound like the perfect person for her, a man who is urging her to get her tubes untied so they can have children. Amanda, who was cruelly dumped via ghosting, thinks that Amy is headed for heartbreak. She may be right. 1000 Sisters star Amy has fame, children, and a lot to look forward to, but she keeps looking for the missing piece, which is romantic love. If things don't work out with Brian, it's not unrealistic to expect the same surge of bitterness and cryptic posts. Scorpios have vengeful sides, and when they are thwarted, they will usually attempt to get revenge. However, authentic happiness is always the best revenge. I think Amy would benefit from some time as a single woman so she can really figure herself out. What makes her happy outside a relationship? Who is she without a man? She may already have the answers, but most of us need some time to really understand ourselves, And once we do, we're stronger, more mature, and able to make better romantic decisions. I don't want to see Amy in another toxic relationship since her mental health has been shaky in the past. If Brian is all about fame, he won't be the first man like that who's attached himself to a famous woman. Famous females need to be wary. Amy Slayton should proceed with caution. Maybe 1000 LB sisters Amy Slayton is right. Maybe Brian is perfect for her. However, based on her track record, it's quite possible that she's chosen another sketchy partner. No matter what, she has her family. She's also gotten great results from weight loss journey, as shown above. Hopefully, Amy won't rush into having children with a man she doesn't know that well. It might be better to wait before making such a major life decision.